Hey family, it's your girl Joy Rhea back with a video. So in this video you guys will see that I am taking out my lock sprinkles, preparing my hair to do my reties. I've already washed and conditioned my hair. Most people who have sister locks or Bella sister locks do not, or micros, do not condition their hair, and that's completely up to them. I definitely condition my hair because I have a mixed texture and my hair gets really dry if I do not moisturize it properly. I also go in with an extenuous oil treatment every so often to, again, rehydrate my hair to make sure those hair follicles are strong and have the moisture that they need. So you'll see that I'm taking out my lock sprinkles with the sewing needle string or thread that I have used to put them in there. I'm just going through checking my locks, making sure there isn't any buildup from the last time that I used product, making sure none of my locks have married together, just going through, making sure I got the flakes out of there. As you can see, one of them probably flew off. Okay. In this next video, I am working on my reties. I have already completed the back. I probably should have turned around, and at some point in this video I will turn around and show you guys the back. I have speeded up this video because other than that, this would have probably been like an hour-long video, and I know nobody wants to watch a video that's going to be an hour long. So when I do my reties, I like to do a 4-point rotation. So if you guys don't know, the 4-point rotation is just like a clock. I go 12 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, or however you want to do that. I go up, right, down, left. So that's my process when I do my reties. There may be time periods where I have just enough to go back to the right and back through the top of my lock just to make sure that it is tight to the root. But again, when you guys do these reties yourself, if you're doing them yourself, you don't want to do them too tight because you don't want to pull out hair follicles and you don't want to weaken the hair that you have in that particular lock. None of my locks are particularly the same size going towards the top because I installed these locks myself. And honestly, I got pretty lazy. So there are about maybe 10 locks that are a little bit larger than the rest of them. Occasionally, when I'm going through and doing my reties, I like to take the longest piece of hairs that are hanging out of my locks and wrap them around my lock just to make sure that they're secure and it's just not a bunch of flyaways in my hair. I often do use mousse to lay down any flyaways that I may have. But in this particular instance, you will see me going through a couple of locks and I'm just retwisting them or, wrapping the hair around my lock. This will be my first video, my first voiceover video for YouTube. So I'm just getting used to doing everything and using my voice and recording content for you guys. If there's something that you would like to see, like a close-up of how I do my reties, let me know. If you want to see, how I shampoo and condition my hair, let me know. Whatever you guys want to see, drop a comment down below. I will definitely see it, and I will make sure I do a video on that later. I do plan on doing a pros and cons of my Bella sister locks. This is the particular locks that I have. I love having Bella sister locks, but there is a downside to having this particular style of locks. Now guys, please keep in mind that this is all my hair. I grew my hair out for approximately 6 years before I decided to lock my hair. I was one of those girlies who often did silk presses, and I had a nice amount of heat damage in the front of my hair. So if anybody tells you like you can't get locks when you have heat damaged hair, it is completely a lie. It just will take a little bit more time for your locks to mature if you have heat damage. In the rest of this video, you guys will continue to see me wrapping my hair, doing the reties in the front. There is a huge portion that I skipped. Okay, I absolutely skipped because I was tired. I wanted to go sit in my bed. I wanted to go relax. I wanted to go eat. Okay, so I didn't record me doing the whole side of my head, but I did record enough for you guys to see me doing my reties. Okay. So for the people who do not know me, at all. Again, my name is Juria. I am based in Cleveland, Ohio. I am a braider and a loctician. I have been braiding for approximately 8 years, professionally for about 8 years, but I've been braiding since I was 10 years old. So this is something that I have been passionate about. I did take a 3-year break because life is just life, and life was just really, beating me down, and things happen, trusting the wrong people, having different situations happen, my living situation, my job situation. So I had to get back on my feet. And now I'm in the process of trying to build back my clientele, which has been very hard for me because I like to have a home-based salon. I did work in 2 different shops and a barber shop, but it just wasn't for me. Like, the aesthetic wasn't for me, the feel wasn't for me. Having to deal with other people in my area, or making comments about me, my clients, whatever. It just wasn't my aesthetic. So I have a home-based salon. If anybody is interested in booking an appointment, please feel free to reach out to me in the comments. I will definitely message you guys, or you can follow me on my Instagram at Hair by Juria, or my Facebook at Hair by Juria, for more information and details on that. If you're in the Cleveland area or coming to the Cleveland area and you want to make sure you're slaying with confidence while you guys are out and about. Okay, we gonna get back to this video, okay, because I'm talking a little long, okay? But again, you see me wrapping the loose hair around my locks, making sure that I get all the hairs. Okay, your girl is focused. Look at that baby. Like, I'm completely focused on what I'm doing, and I'm making sure I get done. Typically, when I do my reties, it takes me about 3 days because, again, I'm a mom. I take care of my mom. I work. And I'm the main person that cooks in my household. So I'm always doing something. So it always takes me about 2 to 3 days to finish my hair and make sure it's the way that I like it. It looks the way that I want it to look. And overall, with the end of the look, I'm completely satisfied. I will probably do like a video later on in the week of me like styling my locks and doing maybe some cute little hairstyles before I go into work. Okay, because when you got locks, you definitely got to style them. You definitely got to have them cute. I probably will do a video of how I do my curl rods and my locks and how those come out. If you guys want to see that video, definitely drop a comment for your girl. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel to help me out. Okay, you guys, please help me out, share my content, all that good stuff. Like, I would very much appreciate that. Okay, because your girl is new to YouTube, and your girl right now only has 15 subscribers, and I would absolutely love to see 40 before the beginning of the summer. Okay, like, I don't have high hopes, but 40 would be nice. 40 would be nice. Okay, so share your girl's content, tell your friends to follow, like, leave a comment so I can get put into the algorithm so more people can see my video. Now, for me personally, I don't really like to use like gel or like locking gel or jam or any extra products in my hair. I will mainly do like a leave-in conditioner, that is a spray, a lock hydrator mist, oils. I don't really like losing a lot of product when I do my reties because I notice that my scalp gets really irritated, it gets really dry, and it just makes it harder for me to maintain my locks. I also get a lot of buildup, so I would like to limit the amount of product that I use. So in this portion of the video, you guys will see that I am nearly done. I'm like so happy because I'm on the last row of my locks. And please do not mind my background because I'm in my room again. Like I said, when I'm doing my hair, I like to be comfortable. I like to watch TV. I like to sit back and relax. But I just wanted to show you guys this process for me and how it goes. It does, like I said, it does take me quite some time, but I don't mind because me locking my hair was probably the best decision that I've ever made. I've seen more growth in my hair since I've locked it. in the 4 years that I have been locked than I have seen in the 6 years that I was growing my hair out. Not saying that my hair wasn't growing, it just wasn't growing consistently. I noticed that there was time periods that I would have a lot of breakage, and my scalp would get really dry, and I'm like, okay, all I'm doing is, some protective styles, braiding my hair up, trying to get it out the way so I'm not looking crazy in between doing other clients. But yeah, me locking my hair was literally the best thing that I ever could have done. And for all the girlies out there who are thinking about locking their hair, this just may be your sign. Do I recommend doing it yourself? This is not for the faint of heart. It is absolutely not for the faint of heart. So if you don't like doing your own hair, this might not be the best thing for you. But if you want to attempt to try this style, or do your own sister locks, I will definitely in the future do a tutorial about how you guys can install your own Bella sister locks or micros or traditional locks in your hair. I will probably just do it on a mannequin because I'm already locked, so there will be no point in me taking out my hair to show you guys how to do that on yourself. But this is definitely something for me that was worth it. I live carefree. I just get up, I moisturize my hair, I go about my day. I try not to wear too many ponytails because I don't want to pull on the integrity of the front of my locks. I don't want to thin them out. I don't want to create thinning, and I don't want to pull my hairline back. So if you guys have locks, please try to avoid doing that. I know, when you're at work, you want to get the hair out of your face, but the more you have your hair pulled up into a ponytail, the more it pulls at your hair follicles, and it creates thinning in your locks. It creates, where you have one area that is super thick and then you have one area that is super thin, because you're constantly putting in a ponytail and you're putting pressure on those hair follicles that is not needed. So I would recommend that if you decide to put your hair up in a ponytail, grab like a thin little scarf, wrap it around, tie a knot in it. That will be a great way to do a ponytail. They also have lock ponytails that you guys can use on Amazon or on Etsy, so definitely check those things out. But again, this is pretty much the end of my video. Please do not, like I said, please do not come for me in the comments about my area, okay? Because I am yet to put my house together. But here I am oiling my hair, making sure that it's hydrated, that it has all the moisture that it needs. And I will go through my entire scalp, making sure that I oil the whole thing, literally the whole thing, okay? Gotta make sure that your scalp is oiled. Most people don't really like using oils, and that's okay. Do what you like, do what you're comfortable with, but you definitely want to make sure that your locks are hydrated to the T, okay? I don't mean overhydrate your hair. For me personally, I might do oil in my hair probably 2, maybe 3 times a week. I will wash my hair probably twice a month. And just, try to keep a steady routine. When I do my reties, I try not to go over 6 weeks. The longest I've ever pushed my reties is about maybe 8 to 9 weeks, and I absolutely regretted it because I had so much new growth and I had so many loops to go through to get my reties done. So I try not to go that long without a retie. But again, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have watched this far, thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. And I hope you guys are subscribed to my channel so you can see future content that I will be sharing with you guys. Thank you. Enjoy watching the rest of the video. Feels like time is making fun of me, taking away at the walls that I can barely breathe. This might be my only chance to leave. Let's not miss this opportunity. We feel crazy.
my family, I love them. Tell them that I'm doing everything I can to make it home for Christmas. I'll make it a light, do it again, yeah.